back again today. We'll have another very special lady with us today, stepping up to the mark to do a wee interview. How are
Hiya.
you, Janine?
Not too bad, TJ. How's you?
I'm all good. I'm all good. Listen, Janine, speak to me a wee bit about yourself and your sort of working life and what you do for a living.
Okay, so obviously, as you know, I work in a primary school.
Yep.
During the day, I am a one-to-one, and then in the afternoons, I am in charge of our daycare.
Yep.
So long day, busy day, but
Dealing with kids all day long.
all day long. But you know what? Yes, like everything has its ups and downs, but I wouldn't change it for a
Yeah.
thing.
You obviously enjoy that side of helping kids and getting along with kids and doing that sort of as your day-to-day job.
Oh, 100%. Do you know what? And see, do you know what it is? It's just to be able to put a smile on their face or know that you've helped them through
Yeah,
something
brilliant.
or you're there for them, to listen to them. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Fantastic. Obviously, Janine, a few years back, you went through your own bit of trauma by losing a son of yours.
I did indeed, yeah.
Can you speak to me a wee bit about Jordan?
Certainly. I mean, as you know, TJ, Jordan was a big part of our lives, a
Yeah,
big
massive.
part, and like you know, and
Big
I've
part of the
said,
community.
yeah, he touched a part of everybody's
Yeah.
lives, but nobody wants to lose their child, let alone a daddy, a
Yeah,
brother, a
yeah.
sister, whatever.
110%.
But
Any sort of losses.
correct. But I think too, when you're juggling, even though I knew it was in front of me, you're still juggling your everyday life of a sister, Jessica, and
Yeah,
she, dear lover, didn't have her mummy for 7 weeks because
yeah,
we took him up to the hospice when we knew it was coming the end of care because I didn't want to bring him home
yes.
for Jessica to see stuff
And
like that.
Jessica
TJ.
being such a young age too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you said to me there, Jessica was 6.
6
So
she
she
was.
obviously doesn't have a real clue what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, no, you're right, but she knew mummy wasn't at
She knew
home.
ins and outs of it.
She come up to the hospice to visit him and see him, and then it got to the point where he was just getting weaker, and
Yeah.
then you kind of knew we'd stopped Jessica seeing him the week before he passed away, and then after he passed away, obviously it's hard because your life changes. Even though he was in the house and even though he was up in the hospice, you're
Yeah.
always used to being busy doing his medicines,
Yeah, yeah.
getting up in the middle of the night to turn him because he couldn't turn himself
Yes.
in bed and stuff, and then that's all
So would you
done.
have had to have set? It's maybe a stupid question. Would you have had to set alarm clocks, Janine, to get you up, or would you have just had an instinct in you to know I'd have to go in and see if Jordan's all right here?
You just knew your body clock. Your body adjusted the times, TJ,
Yeah.
and you knew when you
Yeah.
needed to go up and turn him so he wasn't staying on the same side to get wee bed sores.
See, saying that there, I'm wild for that with COVID, and it's a different situation. But I understand that because
But that's a parent's instinct.
So I check. See, every time I wake up in the night, no matter what, I would check his monitor, right? And then I'll freak out. If he's lying a certain way, I freak out. And then I wake Lee up. She says, Leah, I'm going to have to turn him.
Yeah.
TJ, will you lie
I
down?
know,
He is
see,
fine.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But,
And that's just
that's your instincts, and you
Yeah.
panic, and you do
Yeah.
panic about things, and you do. But you know what? Even that changed. Like I said to you, Jessica didn't have her mummy for 7 weeks because I stayed up in the hospice. But then that night when I came home, and as soon as I walked into the living room and I just said to her, I need to have a wee talk, and she just ran into
Yeah.
me, and she knew, and she just went, Jordan's away to the stars, isn't he?
Oh,
And I said, yes, sweetheart. And I said, but how do you know? And she says, because you're home.
fuck.
And
No.
that's something that you never forget,
And
and you cherish.
How many years is it? When is? Did you
So-
say to me earlier on, Jordan? It's Jordan's anniversary soon.
Jordan was 2012, so he's, what's he now? What's that? 20, 2000, what are we on?
God.
2012, 2022. Say, don't bring
Yeah.
Maz into this now.
Oh, I don't know.
But
God knows.
it's. Do you know what? Even though it doesn't matter how many years it is, TJ, it seems like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
You never forget in the blink of a second, and all the wee memories come rushing back to you. But it's memories that you cherish and that you'll never forget.
Yeah.
As you know, even about your daddy, like even the memories I have of your daddy,
Mhm.
that I never forget.
Yeah, I know it's mad. It's a mad old thing, and it's a crazy old thing to get over, and it's hard. It's really hard to put into words, isn't it? The sort of feelings that you get through it all.
It is, and I think too, as I say, your life. First of all, I had the passing
Clay,
of Jordan.
Clay, calm down, mate. Set it down. Clay, set it down.
He's loving it.
He's way with the furries there, so he's getting a wee bit carried away.
I had the passing of Jordan,
Yeah.
and then obviously after that was my mum, and that's what I mean. And even that there, you're still as a parent having to look after your other child,
Yeah.
because that's a lot for even
Yeah.
for Jessica to take in
100%.
a brother and then a granny
Yeah.
in the space of do you know, it's as you
It's
know,
mad how the world works, Janine,
it
isn't it?
is. But the thing that you have to take away from it, and especially being down here today, but TJ, and I just said to you earlier, like, this place is surreal. It's absolutely
See,
beautiful.
it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain to users. Whenever using, people say to me like, "How do I go fishing? How do I?" And I just look behind you. See if I could show everyone what's behind in front of us here. Like it's.
And you know, we were all making a
crazy,
joke
like,
of it, and like,
yeah.
one of us will fall in, or one of us
Yeah.
will throw
But I'm not even joking. I think every single one of you have loved it.
It's you know what, it's absolutely brilliant. And
No,
it's
fantastic.
different than I thought it was going to be, and I have to thank you for letting us
Not a
come
problem.
along.
Janine,
So
I'll give you a
listen,
couple. Not a problem. It's been a pleasure.
I know, on
Look
the
at
bank.
Premature there. You give me a chance, woman. Together. 1, 2, 3. On the bank.